Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. So today we have another Operation Below Ground time-lapse video for you guys, and this one is mainly drilling vertically. Alright, so when I say drilling vertically, I mean drilling up this mountain, as I said I would do in previous videos. Alright, so I drilled out the mountain that I said I was going to drill out from the very bottom. So the very bottom is right around there. So that's the main base, or the main hole that we first created. And we drilled in horizontally all the way in, and then vertically all the way up towards this mountain. So right now it doesn't really have a door, it's not airtight or anything like that. But I have a plan for it, which I will do in a later episode. But for now, let's talk about what I did in the time lapse. So currently this is kind of going to be the hatch doors, but I got some plans to make it movable. But I left it open for now, while this is currently the elevator system going up and down. And it again, as you get, and again, this is the rotor wheel type of system that we created previously for the elevator on the other side, as you see here. But this one is more based on the single column in the middle, so the elevator platform is surrounding it this way, and we have the control settings here. So this one, it is a very deep hole. Took quite some time to dig out, which I had to dig out in sections because having too much drills on this type of system will technically fall down and not really climb up that well. Alright, so we'll bring this elevator down a little bit later, but right now we're just going to break down a piece of a block here and go down and see what's going on. As you see here, it's a very deep hole that I drilled upwards from the very bottom. And I put all the the blocks, the light armor blocks around it. And it shows kind of the elevator system where the pillar is right in the middle. And then you'll see straight down here is the very bottom section of the underground base, which has all the light armor blocks put here as well. So then this reaches all the way to the next elevator system, where it looks like I dropped my truck somehow. That was kind of interesting. I think the truck was actually parked over here somewhere, but I guess it decided to launch itself down there instead. Not a big deal. It's fine. Yeah, so in the time lapse, you're gonna see me try to use that truck that just fell down there to do some welding for time lapse purposes. Unfortunately, for some kind of weird glitch, it decided to not weld up a projection anymore at a certain spot, and it just wouldn't want to do it anymore. So I decided to use my creative mode and just hold down the controller shift to build out the light armor blocks a lot quicker. So everything else kind of stayed the same. Haven't really changed much or added the new sections just yet. Honestly, I was just looking at these sections where they drilled out sideways, and I should probably just drill them all straight downwards so I can create little pockets or holes for plumbing reasons. Right now I have to kind of drill through these just to make the plumbing, so I might decide to do that a little bit later. Just go from the top and drill down to make all these sections, so it's easier for me to make the plumbing. The elevator system here was quite some task, so I had to drill all the way through, as you saw in the last episode. I did go a little bit further, and then I decided to go upwards using that elevator shaft system that goes up on a single pillar. So that's pretty much what this video is about, and it's just more of a digging time lapse for you guys to enjoy. So let's try to bring this guy down. I've been having some issues with it, depending on when I turn the server on and off. It technically decides to just fall down and actually work sometimes, which is a bit worrisome or a bit random. So let's just see what happens now. Alright, so the rotors are on reverse. If I unlock, it should go down fairly slowly. But if it's not working as I've done a few times, it's just gonna fall and pretty much break everything. So in 3, 2, 1, release. And I think it's actually just falling down and actually breaking, as you see here, which is quite worrisome. So I gotta fix this. I did find a solution to this and actually broke the connectors so that it works properly. But for the purposes of watching this fall and see the damage it does is pretty entertaining. So I'm gonna leave this here for you guys to watch as well before the time lapse. And it's gonna go boom and lag up everything. So yeah, I'm not sure why it does that. It was working initially. I found a way to fix it, but I just need to break the connectors that's attached to it so that it fixes that way. Well, what is that? That's the top platform that just fell. Oh, that's amazing. All this destruction and how deep it went. Oh wow, that's crazy. But yeah, this is what happens, I guess, when you make something way too big in terms of, you know, all these light armor blocks. This whole system is ginormous and it probably holds a lot of blocks and everything like that. So it gets a little bit glitchy here and there. Not a big deal. The next thing to do is actually I'm gonna kind of fix this and put up the hatches for the both doors. So this hatch here and the hatch in the front, and then we're gonna take our time and furnish each section for different things. So that's it for today, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the time lapse. Alright, just as proof of concept, I can fix this as I mentioned before. If I just take off these connectors, it will slowly go back down without any issues. So, not sure what's going on with the connector problems right now, but we're gonna find a way to resolve that sooner or later. Alright, so thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy that time lapse. And of course, if you did enjoy it, hit that thumbs up, like the video, consider subscribing to the channel, hit that notification bell, and of course, leave us some comments. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.